NCIS Season 21 final plot details tease a huge change for Katrina Law's Jessica Knight. Contains mild spoilers for NCIS Season 21, Episode 10, Reef Madness. It looks like there could be some big changes ahead for Jessica Knight, Katrina Law, as the 21st season of NCIS finally comes into port on May 6. Leon Vance, Rocky Carroll, might be offering her a bit of a career boost, per the episode summary from CBS, or at the very least, as the summary refers to it, a unique opportunity. As NCIS fans know, that could mean anything from word coming through about Knight's possible transfer to the Far East Division of NCIS to some new duties being tacked onto her job. Either way, Knight is slated to have her hands full during Reef Madness. She and Alden Parker, Gary Cole, find themselves on a decommissioned boat set to be sunk and turned into part of a reef when 3 dead bodies are discovered aboard the ship. Before Knight and Parker can find the culprits, they realize they've been locked down in the vessel. Though it's doubtful the twosome will end up sinking to the bottom of the briny blue in the ship, the danger is there. Though hopefully things will be more like the Poseidon adventure than Ghost Ship for the colleagues. In the end, one just hopes it won't become one of those questionable things fans ignore about NCIS. It's a plot that adds to Knight's interesting Season 21 story arc, which has seen her get a little closer to a certain colleague, consider a big move, and work in the field with her pop. Jessica Knight has had quite a busy Season 21. In a format change that seems popular with a lot of the cast, including Wilmer Valderrama, Season 21 of NCIS has decided to focus on its characters' personal lives. Jessica Knight's Season 21 arc has been no exception to that rule. Much of this development surrounds her slowly evolving romance with Jimmy Palmer, Ryan Dietzen, which has had us worried with its ups and downs over the past few episodes. Jimmy, who has been slowly recovering from the death of his wife from COVID-19, told Jessica he loves her at the tail end of Season 20, and that confession has proven to be quite reciprocal. The relationship has been going along smoothly, well until the end of Season 21. Unfortunately, when Jessica's dad, Russell Wong, shows up to help her out with a case, it turns out Jessica hasn't told him about Jimmy and the two men do not have an easy relationship. Then Jessica's dad recommends she be put in charge of the Far East office of NCIS. That plotline hasn't been resolved yet, as the team has been distracted by far-out alien-related conspiracy theories and tracking down Vance's attempted assassins. Audiences will see if things come full circle for Jessica when the 21st season of NCIS wraps at the top of next month. TV stars who quit iconic shows to spend time with their family, from Michael Weatherly to Emily Van Camp and more. These NCIS, Walking Dead, and The Resident stars wanted a better work-life balance. Luke Kleintank, Michael Weatherly, Maya Mitchell, and more made the difficult decision to leave their respective shows, but it's all for a good reason. With grueling schedules, far-away filming locations, and the COVID pandemic making it harder to come home, these fan-favorite actors decided to put their families first and walk away. Here's what happened. Luke Kleintank. In April 2024, Luke Kleintank announced his departure from FBI International after 3 years on the show. This decision is driven by my unwavering commitment to my family, whose love and well-being are paramount in my life, he explained in a statement. I'm profoundly thankful for the extraordinary cast and crew of the show, who have not only been colleagues but also a family away from home. Their unwavering dedication and remarkable talents have made every moment on set an unforgettable journey that has enriched my life in countless ways. Lastly, I would also like to extend my thanks to the fans who have supported us through the first 3 seasons. According to Variety, Luke's final episode will air on May 7. Following his departure, the 33-year-old will be able to spend more time with his wife Christina Vignaud and daughter Ruby, Michael Weatherly. Michael Weatherly devastated fans when he left NCIS in 2016 And while he cited Cote de Pablo's 2013 exit as a contributing factor, he also wanted to spend more time with his kids. The kids are very excited to have me around, mostly because I'm wrapped around their little fingers, he told People. As a lot of working parents know, when you're not around a lot and then you're with your kids, it's very hard to just come in and be the strict one because then you're just an expletive. I think a lot about the kids and the time I get to spend with them now, at this age of 4 and 2.5, which is such a critical time, he continued. They just have some extraordinary things going on in their lives, and they have great questions for me about why frogs and crickets make sort of the same sound. Now that Michael's youngest children, Olivia and Liam, are a bit older, the actor has announced his return to the NCIS universe, although this time he'll be joining his good friend Cote in a spin-off series, nicknamed NCIS Europe, which is expected to air in 2025 or 2026. Maya Mitchell. For Maya Mitchell, the COVID pandemic put everything in perspective. Addressing her 2022 exit from the Foster's spin-off, Good Trouble, she said, "While I have been so beyond fortunate to have this career and a job that I love, with not an iota of regret, for some time I have suppressed a gravitational pull to return home to Australia to be closer to my nearest and dearest. The past 2 years have been trying for everyone. I fully recognize the privilege of being able to work and make our show during a global pandemic, but it also meant being separated from my loved ones when we needed each other the most. Thus came the need to create the space to split my time between both countries." Maya has since moved back to Northern Rivers, Australia. Andrew Lincoln. Andrew Lincoln gave one of his most memorable performances as Rick Grimes, but after 12 years on The Walking Dead, the actor was written out in 2022. Typically filmed in Georgia, Andrew, who lives in England, explained that it had become increasingly difficult to travel out each year. "I have 2 young children, and I live in a different country, and they become less portable as they get older," he told EO. "It was that simple. It was time for me to come home." Emily Van Camp. Emily Van Camp starred in The Resident for 5 years before her character, Mick Nevin, was killed off in 2023. "We started talking about my leaving a while ago," the actress revealed to Deadline. "I spent so many years on network television, but then suddenly priorities shifted. I think there comes a moment in every woman's life, in every person's life, where it becomes less about work and more about family. And that's what happened while I was making the show. Doing that many episodes in a different city and then you add COVID to that, most of us couldn't see our families for almost a year. It really solidified for me that family is where my heart is at the moment." Since leaving, Emily has been able to spend more time with her husband, Josh Bowman, and their 2 daughters.